Hello everyone, I am Amit Khan, currently pursuing BLLB from Vivekanand College of Law, Aligarh. Currently I am also legal internal access and company law firm. So my presentation topic is the problems of a huge population. India's population, according to census figures, will be somewhere near 1.5 billion by 2035. So we will be the leading country by population in the world. Dubious restriction at most, despite the optimist view that human resources are to be seen as potential and not as a burden. Can we in reality provide the kind of education and skill development opportunities to these numbers that will make them the human capital as investigated by some economists, foremost of them being Amartya Sen? Whatever may be said in favor of huge population being an asset if properly molded, there is an optimum level beyond which we should recognize even something potentially good can become disastrous. This country does not have the resources to provide such numbers with even the rudimentary levels of living a decent life. Every economic resources in this country is being strained, and it is just nonsense to say that growth in population has nothing to do with it, and it is all due to permanent management of resources. True poor management, even mismanagement, has much to do with non-equitable distribution of what there is, and large-scale unemployment and resultant poverty and lack of purchasing power in such large section of our population. But the large number also have a share in this problem. It is all very well to say we should not employ disincentives in the population policy, but without some disincentive, we will not be able to control the numbers. Even if that sounds cruel, it is no doubt true that better health facilities and education, more importantly, social awareness, will in the end enable people to make informed choice on how many children they want. But that lies in the distant future. Something drastic has to be done here and how if the population is to achieve a stabilization of sorts. There is no reason why democracy should stand in the way of putting in place some sort of discouragement to encourage limited family size. Let the poor not be attacked with disincentives. Everyone knows their compulsions for having large families, but their incentives could and would work if they reach the targets and a human way of reaching the people is adopted. Having said that, disincentives should be put in place. However, it is necessary to see that these incentives are not indiscriminately and harshly applied. In the Indian social scene, though the woman bears the child, she has little or no control over her reproductive rights. It is the husband or the husband's family who decides on the number of children. What is more, the fascination for a male child is almost ubiquitous in this society, irrespective of caste, class, or community. Small family norms in the states where they exist have led to worse sex discrimination than what already exists. The woman is under unbearable stress to bear a male child, and when there is already one girl child, unscrupulous efforts are made to ensure that the next one is a boy. Sex determination tests are illegal, yet many clinics offer sex determination technology on the sky. The sex ratio has plummeted in India on the whole, but to dangerous extents in some pockets. Women may not want to kill the fetus, but they are coerced into making the unboxious decision by social pressure. A girl child is always seen as burden. There is a nightmare of collecting money enough to marry her off decently, and there is always the lurking fear that she will be killed for not bringing enough dowries. So why not select the sex of the child and play safe? Material development alone, along with accompanying urbanization, will not solve the problem, even if it may make a small dent in it. Our cities shows skewed sex ratio as well, though we may expect otherwise. In this field, that our NGOs can do a great deal if they leave the more fame attracting seminar oriented fields, and the role of media is equally important in dispelling superstition and gender bias. Ultimately, it is empowering the woman to make decisions that will encourage small families, irrespective of whether the children are boys or girls. Pockets. So this is a problem of huge population in India. This is a very big problem we face in India. Due to this problem, many problems occur like poverty, poverty, unemployment. So we need to control our population of India. So this is all about the problems of huge population. Thank you and have a nice day.